Well, I had every intention of coming out here and showing you how well my swale held up this morning on the monsoon we had, and it's still full of water. I made it where it would run, the water runs this way, downhill this way, and then goes around and runs down the walkway. So I was really going to bring you out here and show you how well it did, because it always has until today. Man, we got, my rain gauge is broke, so I can't tell you how much rain we got. But that, and I'm not even sure you can hear me in all this wind, that is absolutely, it's just never happened before since I've had this swale. So we got a buttload of rain in just a very, very short time. I bet we had 2 inches in about an hour. And but the wind right now is at my back, and it's blowing about 40 miles an hour probably. Gusts probably a lot more than that. But look at this. And this swale has always worked so well, but it just, man, it ate that out. I'm blown away. I wasn't here. I was taking grandkids to school, and I was out in it, and I knew it was a mess, and I knew we was getting a ton of it, but I wasn't home, so I didn't know how much we got here, and because I was about 10 miles away. But we got a ton of rain. Came through here, cut through here, and then wide out and went that way. Shoot, this was all tilled up, just beautiful. I was in nice little rows, and just, I mean, looked beautiful. And now, yeah, not so much. I couldn't even get my gimbal to work because of the wind. I just pulled out the gimbal, tried 3 or 4 times to get it to work, and it wouldn't work because the wind was catching it and knocking it off kilter. And the motors in the gimbal, if you don't know what a gimbal is, it holds your camera steady. So I'm having to hold the camera as steady as I can in this wind. I mean, that wind is blowing too. So the swale has always done a great job. What I did when I dug the swale was came in here with my front end loader and then just dumped the dirt back on this back side, elevated that back side, which is the way you're supposed to do it. And it could very well be that I need to come in here and do that again and elevate that back side, dig in, because it's been 6 years ago. And maybe I need to come in here and just dig it out again, throw the dirt back that way, and build up a nice terrace on that side, and maybe that won't ever happen again. I'm blown away. I really came out here going to brag on my swale, and not able to brag on the swale because of what's going on, what went on today. Man, I've got another swale right here. Now this is in front of my container garden. I'm telling you, that wind is beating me to death. This is in front of the container garden. It worked as it should have, but there's not a soil garden on the upside of it. Plus, you can't tell it on camera probably, but this is much taller. This part of the swale, this terrace on this swale is much higher than on the other swale. That wind, I'm surprised. I just put down this landscape cloth, and man, I don't know, that's the old cloth. This new cloth, I may need to come in here and put a few more staples in it, because it's getting funky. I didn't think it was supposed to have this kind of wind. Man, anyway, that looks good. I'm pleased with it. It may come out in the morning and be all blown away, but right now it's holding down. I need to, well, really, I just wonder if I need to come in here and put down some more staples, just simply because of the way it's blowing. I don't think you're even getting the gist of how much the wind's blowing. It's a mess. But I thought I'd show you the swales. One swale is doing well, and it's the swale that had, on the back side of the swale, it had more of a pile of dirt, more of a terrace. And the other swale, after today, I'm going to have to come in here and recut that, or cut it deeper. And as I cut it, use the dirt that I go in there and cut and pile it up on the back side, so I have more of more of a bank or a terrace on the downhill side of it. But I never expected my swale to give up what it gave up. And it looks like to me, I can just see, I can definitely see right here, got this bank right there of debris, and that is where it came up out of the swale and then filtered through that debris and went that way. I just, okay, that tells me I've got to build it up a little higher. And I knew it'd settled some over the years, but wow, I mean, we got some rain. So anyway, I thought I'd show you this. Actually, I thought I was going to show you a marvelous invention, a marvelous application rather of a swale and how it holds gardens together. Well, it does if you build it high enough. You got to build that back side, downhill side. You got to build it up high enough to retain the water. It's a little dam is what it is. So anyway, that's what it is. The garden was looking good, and I'll make it look good again, but I lost some good soil there. I can see it piled up on the bottom side there. I can see some of my good black soil, and this cut it down into the red iron ore, gravelly clay, whatever. So I'm going to have to come in here and kind of try to move some of that good soil that I lost that ran down that way and try to move it this way. Well, I'm just humbled by the fact that I can't show you that what I did didn't work. All right, but you know, it's worked for 6 years. It just didn't work this morning. And you may not could have heard a dang word I said anyway because of this wind. We'll see when I go back in there and try to edit this. All right, we're gone.